Christmas is coming. What are you waiting for? Stop scrolling online and do something with your life and learn how to make this Christmas tree skirt. If you want to make this, then you first have to learn how to make this. Do you want your house to look like a Christmas wonderland? Come and watch how to make this with me. Let's do this right now. Okay, so you start by making a magic circle. You're going to just go around your fingers, pull this loop through, and then stick your hook in there and chain 2. And inside this circle, we're going to make 11 double crochet because our chain 2 counts as a double crochet. So go ahead and make 11. All right, so I've gone around and I've made 11, and my chain 2 at the beginning counts as the first, so there's 12. I'm going to slip stitch into the chain 2 of my chain, and I'm going to pull up my next color. Just going to lay it on top like that and pull it through. All right, now I'm also going to slip stitch in between my chain 2 space and my double crochet space. So I'm going to find this hole in between the two, and I'm going to go in and slip stitch. And I'm going to adjust my string, and I'm going to do a chain of 3. And then I'm going to double crochet in the same space in between the double crochet and the chain 2. All right, so the chain 3 counts as my first double crochet. Now I'm going to go in between each double crochet around, and I'm going to do 2 double crochet in between, so we're increasing, and this will kind of make the stitches pop out like a star. So in between my next 2 double crochet, I'm going to kind of pull it apart, and I'm going to do 2 double crochet in there. Okay, see? And then in between my next 2. Make sure you have plenty of yarn so that your tension is not tight. I always say this. Okay, and go ahead and go all the way around. Okay, and now we're going to slip stitch into the top of our chain 3, so inside here, and I'm going to pull up my new color. Okay, and I'm also going to go in between the next 2 double crochet and slip in there. Okay, and I'm going to adjust my tension. All right, so we're going to chain 3, and this counts as our first double crochet. Okay, and I'm going to do 2 more double crochet in the same space. And for this round, what we're doing is we're going to be going in between the 2 double crochets that make a V. So we're going to be separating those out. So we're going to skip the next 2 double crochet, and we're going to go into this hole here. So skipping these 2 double crochet, we're going to get into this hole, and we're going to make 3 double crochet. One, 2, 3. Okay, and same thing, you're going to find your next V, and you're going to go in between those 2, and you're going to do that all the way around. Pretty easy. So now we're going to, let me just adjust my tension there. All right, and you can always pull on those strings and adjust your tension so it looks better. Now you're going to slip stitch into your chain 3. So I'm going to go in there and slip through. And now I'm going to slip stitch my way until I get to this hole right here. So I'm going to go through the top, 1, 2, in my hole, slip stitch, and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And now this is going to be the row where we actually make our corners. So we're going to start out by doing our first chunk of 3. So I'm going to do 2 more double crochet. And if you want, you can also change the color on this row. I just liked it to be 2 rows of the same color. So you're going to do 1 set of 3. You're going to skip over this chunk of 3 and go into the whole space here. And you're going to do 3. Okay, and then in this one, you're going to start by making your corner. So let's take a look at my actual hexagon here. So this is what we're making. Okay, we just did this, and now to do the corner, we have to do 3. We have to do some chain spaces and another set of 3 in the same hole. So let's skip over these 3 and go into the next hole. And we're going to chain 2 and then do the same thing in the same hole, 3 more double crochet. All right, and then we're going to do a set of 3 in the next space. And then we're going to do a corner. So you're doing 3, a chain 2, and 3. One, 2, and then in the same hole. Okay, and then we're going to do that all the way around. So in the next one, we're doing 3, and I'm about to run out of yarn right here. Don't worry. You can tie it. That's the fastest thing, but I don't really like to do that. I just, what I do is I come up from behind. So I'll yarn over, go in, and instead of grabbing this string, I'll just lay this over and I'll grab that. And then I'll keep working with the new string. And then on the back, I'll take these and I'll tie them in the back like that. And then I can also tie a knot. It's a little bit cleaner unless you want to sew it together with a sewing machine. I do have a video on that. And then crochet over your tails as you go. Okay, let's keep going all the way around. Okay, so now that we're back at the beginning, we got to make the last corner in here. We already did 1 set of 3, so I'm going to do another set of 3 in this hole at the very beginning. And I also have to do the chain 2 as well. And then hook it up to the top of my chain 3. There we go. This is how to make the hexagon for the Christmas tree skirt pattern that I have in my crochet shop, Craft with Jess. So I love how textured it is. I love the way it feels. It's just beautiful with the texture. When it comes to making things with t-shirt yarn, you can see the stitches so well that you almost don't have to change colors to add beauty to it. And every t-shirt yarn is slightly different. Some of it is a little bit bigger, some is a little bit smaller. So This one I was pretty lucky. It's pretty much the same exact size t-shirt yarn. You can see the differences. And that is how you make a crochet hexagon look amazing, by using t-shirt yarn that is chunky and full of texture. Make sure you head over to the full tutorial so you can see how I piece together all the hexagons and leave a center circle so you can actually put this around your tree, and download my pattern from my crochet shop, craftwithjess.com, so you can save the pattern and have it forever. Thanks guys, Merry Christmas.